Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to SketchUp for 3D design. We're going to continue our series on creating a mountain cabin in SketchUp. So, all right. So at this point, we need to choose a room, and I would say let's tackle the bathroom. Um, and this is all custom, nothing downloaded, right? So, linen closet. um, don't necessarily have to have anything in there. It would have a like a bar across, which I mean, if you want to get technical, you could, and there wouldn't have to be a door on a linen closet. I could do a circle, and it's going to be a small circle, and just pull it across. Kind of zoom in so I can see the flat side of that, and just ram it into the wall. So that gives it a look of a linen closet with a hanger. You know, there'd be hangers and oh, maybe not. That's a closet. That's not true. Wrong. Totally wrong, Mr. Johns. This would have shelves and towels, not clothes. Linen closet. Duh. So that would have shelves. So I'm not going to deal with that right now. Anyway, that would have shelves for towels and washcloths and shampoos and things like that. So let's deal with the bathtub. Relatively easy. It's basically a rectangle on the ground like that. Now notice it disappeared. So that is when I need to go over to styles and search. Go to default, second row, second one over is X-ray mode. I don't love to work in X-ray mode because it's a lot. There's just a lot for my eyes to handle, and everything looks a little bit off, you know. So, in fact, even my bathtub looks like I'm a little bit off on my drawing. So we'll just have to adapt a little bit. So this is my bathtub. I'm going to, do I really need, I wonder if I even need X-ray mode. I think I can figure it out from here. This is going to be I think it's going to be one of those, here's my example of, I'm going to go straight like this. This is my example of making a, come on, give me a, there we go. Uh, Using the 2-point arc tool on the end of a rectangle. This will be about as good as I can get for the bathtub. It's really simple. You can make one side different or make them both about the same. And then, you know, get creative. It's your bathtub. And then we're going to pull this definitely up. I should pull this up a little bit. It's not on the ground. And then how high? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. So there you go. There's my bathtub. Definitely the hardest part about the tub are the faucets. You know, so they're going to be very small circles. See if I can make this very small. So zoom in. Remember, zoom in, and it's going to be. It looks like I'm a little off center. Just a little. I could have. Uh, um, this is the middle. I really should be equal distance away. This one's good. This one's not great. I could move it over with a move tool. It's that easy. It's still not exact though. So is that close? That's close. That's really close. And then how do you make it look like a faucet? I don't know. You know, this is one of those weird shapes that, yeah, you would love to. There's a way. I mean, SketchUp has follow me tools, which will bend things. And I'm not going to get into that um, for this. But, okay, so that would be like hot and cold. There's no right and wrong way for this. If you have something here, it's fine. I think this is going to be, um, I'd like it to be skinnier like that, but in the middle, ideally. Come on. This is where it's snapping. And gets annoying if you've got snapping on or even angle snapping. So turn off all snapping. It doesn't always come on. Oh, you have to change this to something. Precision 0. There you go. Precision 0. And now, yeah, see that? Now I can smoothly, I can put it anywhere. So that length snapping can be a benefit, and it can also be, oh, this will help me move this over too. It can be a pain in the butt, but also super useful when it's on. Now see how I can slide that over. I could measure, but I think that's really, really close. And then pull this up. Now this doesn't look like anything really. What am I trying to do? I don't know. I don't know. Trying to make it look like a faucet. Okay, give me some slack. All right, do my best. Let's go straight out green over red. Actually, I probably should escape straight out green. I don't know what I'm trying to do with this. Some kind of custom. Oh, okay. I deleted that and I got rid of that. Uh, Anytime it goes hollow, you simply draw a line across or across up here probably. That'll fill it back in. Now, I was trying to delete that line. It doesn't want me to do that. So I was just trying to get this to go up a little bit. Maybe I can move that in a little bit. You can see what I'm going for. Could I have done that round? Sure. Um, and then maybe this should go over the bathtub. So the water goes there. So hey, it's the illusion, and I always get lost in my when you're working in a tight spot like a bathroom, you will get kind of stuck in the walls. You'll get lost. You have to zoom out a lot. So from a distance, other than that annoying line on top, it is, there we go. It's not bad. And then while you're in here, it couldn't hurt but to search materials for, what would that be? Metal, chrome, metal, maybe. Just to give it some color while you're here. Then you don't have to come back. See, I zoomed out too much. So that if that happens to you, just know it's normal. You just have to be careful, know where you are in space. So there is a metal that just looks better. The bathtub is white. I could definitely do something like a stone. I think stone would look nice, like that's classy. Kind of a marble. That's what that is, kind of a marble bathtub. So you can see something's that simple. I don't know if I'm deep enough. It looks kind of smallish to me. I could move it up a bit, but I'm going to lose my handles. So you'd have to go up with the handles also. That's probably better. All right. So next, our goal is the bathroom. So bathtub, sink, toilet. That's what you need. Let's close that. We need to go to back to. I need to see where this stuff is. Okay. That's just the symbol of a door. Okay, of a doorway. It's fine. Toilet, definitely tricky. It's also a perfect oval, and but the tank itself could be rectangle. Could the toilet be round? Nah, not really. Not really. Could I do a 2-point arc here like that? Bink, and rotate. Come on, rotate is a little bit funky too. You notice that. Then I'm gonna try to do a 2-point arc from the tip of that. Make sure it's okay. I can't go any bigger because it starts to bulge out and look dumb. And I could add. I think I'm just gonna go with that. So I'm not expecting perfection on these guys. Um, it's where the toilet is, and it should look sort of like a toilet. While I'm in X-ray mode, I'm going to go ahead and draw in the. It goes all the way to the edge. That's pretty easy. And then there's a sink right in the middle. And again, probably, I mean, it could be a circle sink. The toilet would look dumb as a circle, but some sinks are round. Let me just see how this looks. I mean, it's probably fine. It'll probably be fine. So let's turn off X-ray mode. Okay. So toilet, yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. You can see this is an example. I am proud of my bathtub. That looks decent. The toilet, kind of funny. Absolutely funny. There should be a toilet lid. There should also be I would get rid of this. I think a little flusher right here would be good. Okay. The there should be a lid. Okay. And to give this a little realism, what we'll do is we'll pull the lid slightly out because it does hang over the tank just a little bit. I think the toilet seat, the toilet, I may just leave. It's not great, but it's a lot harder. Come on, I keep zooming out too much. It's a lot harder to make a toilet seat, for sure, because it's. I mean, could I pull? I think this would just pull up. Yeah, I need like a second circle pulled up. So I'm going to skip that and call that good. Oh, zoomed out again. So you can see you're in such tight quarters. All right, the sink itself, it's probably the tallest thing in the room, standing room here. So sink, oh, and I really should have had room for a faucet, and I don't. So top view, select just the circle, delete it, circle tool, closer to the front this time, like that, pushed down like that. Okay. Now I just need, I wonder if I could even borrow, could I borrow these, please? Copy, Control V, sorry, Control C, copy, Control V for paste. I need to put them flat, so I'm just going to put them flat first. I can always move them later, which I'm going to do now. Slide over. Once they're flat, I should be able to put it right where I want it. Look at that. Matching, that was cool and way faster, right? Would you agree? Copy and paste. That's sweet. Love that. Okay. I think countertop edge. It also would be slightly pulled out, just a hair bigger than that. And oh, man, the struggle is real in these tight quarters. I think that maybe matching materials right there. Matching, whoops, not that, paint. I think matching, probably not the toilet seat, and probably not that, actually. But I do think this looks good, marble. And the toilet, not so much. The toilet would probably be white. Yeah, white. Okay, that's fine. And then, come on. Um, there would be a drain in the middle. I know it's details, but middle of the circle, small hole. You could probably paint it a color so it looks like a drain. That's it. Okay. Um, it's convincing. That's all I'm going to say. And then lastly, trying to figure out the best way to do cupboard doors. Do I want just make one like this and then two lines? The middle is here about. Uh, go straight down, blue, click, go over. Oh, they're going to be really close together though. And then blue. They're not the same. I don't think they're the same size. Nope. Mr. Johns, that's not going to work. Midpoint. Find the midpoint. There's the midpoint. So I'm going to go midpoint line and two circles. One very small, as small as I can get. See how small you can get if you zoom in? And then that red line shows you that you're next to it. And I want these to be really small, and maybe not this small. Now that I zoomed in, like they're really small. Yeah. I'm going to go just a little bit bigger, and I might even just keep that look. And so I'm going to paint this probably with a wood. I mean, everything else is marble, so I don't really know if wood's that looks terrible. Dark wood. Um, just to make it look like something different. And that looks fine. That looks fine. Oh, the doorknobs should be pulled out. So let's pull this out and this out. Okay. Try to make them about the same. And then a color, some kind of color for those. Just has not wood, not going to be wood. It's going to be a synthetic surface, maybe. Doesn't really matter. Just something that stands out. It could be hot pink. I don't care. Let's see. Did I get the edge? I saw that. I saw that I missed that edge, which also means that this one's not pulled out as much like that. So, and then we'll need to paint that blue as well right there. And let's zoom out. Blue doesn't match anything. I'm not an interior decorator. All right. But, there you go. Uh, the design work is up to you. And now what we want to do is draw a line here to here. Whoops. All the way across. On the inside, which turns the which made the door solid. Okay. And that's good. That gives us our door that we want. And then it also made the floor a separate shape. We did accomplish two things with that. One is door, and we're going to pull this, make sure it's push pull this inward a little bit. And again, we really should measure, but we're not going to. So I like that color of wood that I used before. I think I'm going to use that inside and out. So there's our door. And by the way, doors, if you want to be technical, doors don't drag the floor. And so really I should have made that up higher. This is a technicality. This is such a technicality. You don't have to do this. Just bear with me for a minute. Because what happens is, what I want is the door to be able to open. It's not going to in real life. Okay, let's get rid of that line. So we have a door that's actually off the floor. That's awesome. We're not going to do hinges. We should do a doorknob. Yes, we should do a doorknob. So we're going to throw, and I'm not going to download one because that just lags everything out. I think round doorknobs look dumb. But that's what most houses have, is round. So I'm just going to make a very simple doorknob like that, and then just paint it. I mean, blue was my That's just really a dumb color for a doorknob, but it's okay. It's my house. All right, I want to see if let's go to flooring. The last thing you need, well, not the last thing. Oh, we need a. Speaking of that, I was wrong. Bathtub, toilet, sink. You need a mirror, and that's really easy. So rectangle above the centered would be great. Um, and I'm gonna do a offset tool, so it's instant frame. How easy is that? Pull this, pull, I have to select it first. Think, pull the frame out just a little bit. Boink, okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint it while we're here. Make sure you paint inside, outside, everything. Be proud. Oh, there's a leak. See that? See, there's a leak. Um, that's not awesome. So there's just a leak somewhere, and you saw how I did it. I did it correctly, but it does not like. Uh, uh, um, wow. I'm just going to leave it for now. I'm going to go to glass, glass and mirrors. Paint that. Nice. That's what I wanted. Not sure if that's the color I want. Let me try a different. You want it to look like a mirror. That's okay. That one's all right. There's different colors of glass. That looks more like water. That's pretty good too. Just the illusion of. Now why it was leaking, why when I paint this, oh, now it works. What? Oh. Yeah, that one doesn't. So there's a leak somewhere. And just so you know, the best way to fix that is just to redraw. We need to just say, hey, you are a shape. I'm going to draw around this entire rectangle because now that I've drawn a new rectangle, it takes it. See that? So for some reason, I really can't get in here, but let me see if I can. Let me see if I can paint this. You can't even see it. Let me see if it takes it. Bing. Oh, good, 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 good. I was hoping it would. And then down here as well. Yeah. Oh, okay. Come on now. Underneath. Bing. Yes. Okay. This is just good attention to detail, although I'm tired of getting zoomed out and losing my place. But all right, so mirror, sink, toilet, bathtub with faucets, um, door with a doorknob. Oh, it's interesting. I got a hollow one on the other side. So probably so I don't pull out. If I just pulled, it would pull the doorknob from the other side out. So if I just make a solid circle on this side, pull it out, paint it that lovely shade of blue. I don't know why I went with blue, but it is what it is. And oh, so here we go. Lastly, go find flooring. Should be under F for flooring, I think. Maybe not. Glass and mirrors, flooring, roofing, stone. There's window coverings. That's cool. There's got to be flooring. I mean, I could do wood, but I thought there was carpet and maybe synthetic surfaces. So that's what I didn't want to happen. And the reason it did is because I deleted the line right here. So let's draw that back. I don't like that it made a new square, but that's what SketchUp is supposed to do. And what I'd like to do is, because bathrooms are usually tile, in case there's a flood, woo, that is annoying. I would like you to paint your, yeah, that's a lot of stone though, right? Paint your bathroom with a tile pattern. That one's not bad. Not bad. Okay. So there is my finished, I would say finished. It probably could use some artwork and a little bit of tender love and care, but those are the basics. You do not have to have a window in a bathroom, though a lot of times there is a window either up high just for natural light, like this, and I can just push this out to the edge. There's my hole. And then what you do is you draw a rectangle, a diagonal line, which fills it back in solid, and then get rid of the diagonal line, and then go to your glass. And a few of these are, this is translucent glass, safety glass. See, that's translucent, which means see-through. So we need something that's not translucent. I think these are all translucent. Translucent. Yep. So we need, how about, oh, we could do that. Are they all translucent? No, those are mirrors. So the first two are mirrors. This one might look nice. Those are those little cubes. Let's paint the outside too. Those are those little glass cubes that you can't see in, but that would allow some light. So I'm going to change my mind. Yes on a window in the bathroom. There's a new requirement. It'll be on the requirement sheet if you're following along. So a window in the bathroom up high, or with some kind of mirror or these glass blocks, so you cannot see through. Safety, some privacy. Okay. And yes, you need to, I missed part of the, I need to paint that. That's wood, dark wood, click. Yes. Okay. So that's what your thing should look like. Now, yes, there has to be, let's see if I can do I'm going to do yes, there needs to be a trim around everything. So I'm going to click and see if I can make my, I can't see it. I'm using the offset tool, and what I want to do is make it bigger. I can't. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete that. I am going to, if you're following along, you're probably having the same issue, but you can see what I'm going for. I'm going to go for I should have just done this in a different order. Offset tool. It's going to make my window smaller, but it's just for light. So there's my trim. The easiest way is to make a rectangle, do an offset tool on the inside. So make your first rectangle bigger than you think you should, because you're going to have about 3 inches of trim. I'm not measuring here. Next year, yes, I will measure that this stuff is 3 inches wide and it's pulled out like a ½ inch or whatever, an inch. Very specific. This year, just try to pull it out and make it look about the same as what you did already. Now I should be able to go back to my glass blocks, blocks, paint, outside too, paint. Oh, it's see-through, so it's fine. Not see-through, but okay, shift pull, and all I have to do is paint back down to the same color of wood, paint my trim, take me just a second. And don't you agree, I know it's extra work, that putting in the window and doing the trim that takes an extra 5 minutes, maybe 10 for you, don't you agree that that is a good look? I forgot something. Wallpaper. That's boring. So we need wallpaper. So what do we have? Not wood, not window coverings, not water, not tile, not synthetic. Patterns are annoying. Not glass, carpet, fabric, textures, and wallpaper. There we go. So find why is that wood? There we go. Woo, okay. So find some wallpaper that it looks like grandma's house, and deck the place out, like make grandma proud. I'm gonna wallpaper the inside of my door jambs because that's my jam. And that means there's also, don't see, attention to detail. That means there's struggle. That means there is the top of the door right there. Okay. Zoom out again, see if I can find my, oh, don't forget, inside of the linen closet is going to be wallpapered because, oh, and the edge of that should be wallpapered because that's visible. So look at that. Look at that. We've got tile. Okay, so the bathroom for full credit. Let's see. Let's click off of that. So we have a door with a doorknob. And oh, okay, I forgot the trim. There will be trim here. Okay. Trim. Um, Trim and a door and a doorknob. You've got flooring, you've got wallpaper, you have a bathtub with a faucet, you have a toilet um, with a handle, you have a sink with a faucet, you have the cupboards are not required down below. You have a mirror with trim, 3D trim. You have a window that people can't see through. It's either so high they can't see through it, or it's um, a mirror or a glass block with wood trim that is pulled out. Did I say wallpaper? Grandma's wallpaper. So there is a really cool looking bathroom and all the requirements. And I'm going to work on the door trim. All right, here's the update. So I have added wallpaper to the outside, decided to go with a green, and then trim. I had a hard time finding a good trim. Trim is typically wood, so I'll probably change my mind on that one. I did paint the doorknob metal instead of blue, so I added the trim. It is three-dimensional, so make sure you pull out the trim, and then I changed the color of my knobs in there to metal as well. Oh, and I also painted the drain darker so it looks like an actual hole. I could do better than that, but I think that will work. So there is the finished from the outside and the inside. Oh, the trim. I just need to add trim right there. And the final update on the bathroom. Painted the door trim a different wood than the door. That looks much better. It would not be green in real life, I don't think. And the inside has trim as well, matching. Oh, I forgot to change the. Here, this is going to be my last glass update, but I caught something. So metal, not blue. That is the carpet from the outside. That's fine. The tile looks great. And that is the final bathroom update. And that's what I expect from you. All these details for a beautiful little tiny bathroom for your cabin in the woods. So there you go. Have fun with that.